Hello there, my beautiful people. How are we doing today? I hope your day is sunny. We are doing a crochet project roulette. Also, don't mind this. I made a timer for it all. I'm gonna explain everything to you in a second. I didn't think that this is gonna reset, so don't mind this for now. So we are doing a crochet project roulette, as I already said, which means that we will have a randomized project and randomized time between 10 minutes and an hour, and I have to do the project for set amount of time. What will happen if I finish a project sooner? Oh, I know. If I finish a project sooner, I will have to take the rest of the time to declutter my yarn a little bit. My box of yarn that I want to use up. There's on my floor that I've showed you before. I was wondering if I should add that, decluttering the yarn, as a separate project, but then doing it for an hour, I don't think it's gonna take that long. I think I need like 5 to 10 minutes on it or something. So that's the plan. I have everything set up. Let me show you what I've got. This is what I've got. There we go. So we have, let's first go through all of the projects that we have, which is a cat bed. Oh, the projects and how much I want to make them. So cat bed, like that one is fine. I do like, I would say that one is like a 7.5 out of 10. How much I want to do it. Shrug is 11 out of 10. This is the one that I really hope we will get today, and that we will get for like half an hour to an hour, because I just need one cuff to make, and I'm done with that, and weaving the ends. When one cuff and I'm done with that project, so I really want to finish it today. Poncho is fine. Poncho is like a 6 out of 10. I've been crocheting some of it, but this is like a very long project. One of my longer ones, because I don't really make long projects because I need dopamine, and long projects don't give me enough of it. So that one is fine. Kind of boring, I feel like, to make on stream, but it's fine. Next, we have fairy lights. Is the same thing that we were doing a week ago, I believe. I would really like to do that one too. So that's another, not another, 9 out of 10, because I do feel like we can finish it. I don't know if we can finish it. I did few flowers. I have made 20 flowers and I have to make 20 more. So, and last time it did take me over 3 hours. So maybe we won't finish it, but I would like to make it. Pink dino, I don't want to. That blue dino, I don't want to. Gray dino, I don't want to at all. Like, gray dino is second least one that I want to make. Fish, so pink and blue dino, that would be like a 2 out of 10. Gray dino would be a 1 out of 10. Fish, I don't really want to make it, but I do want to make them more than pink and blue dino, so 3 out of 10. Legend of Zelda character, that's my 0 out of 10. I don't want to make that one at all. My best friend's gift, this is also just flowers, so the same thing as fairy lights. So what was it? An 8 or something, maybe a 7, because I would prefer to finish the fairy lights over the gift. And weathers, I probably shouldn't be saying that, but I'm not enjoying making weathers, so that's like a 5 out of 10 for me. Okay, and we also have a timer, which, okay, I was just testing it, which we're gonna randomize the timer here, but we are gonna put it in the timer that you saw, like in the center of the screen. Unfortunately, the timer that I made does not have a sound at the end, because it's like a inside of the OBS timer. But hopefully I will look at it often enough to know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of scared to click it because I do feel like I'm gonna get something that I don't like and I don't want to, but okay. Please give me something good. Give me something good. Give me something good. Okay. Okay. We're in the middle. We're in the middle. It's fine. And now let's see how long it's gonna take us. 48 minutes. 48 minutes. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's. I'm just gonna put in the time and the timer. Wait, let me get this ready. I have all of my weathers here. I'm gonna start with weaving in the ends of them. So, okay, close. Oh, it didn't. I don't want it to start immediately. Okay, wait, reset, close. Okay, now I'm gonna put the ones that I don't have anything to do with in there first. Okay, and I think the rest I do need to weave in the ends. Okay, yes. Can I put you a little bit lower so you see a little bit more of my desk? Yeah, I can. You can't really see my flower crown, but it's fine. Gotta see my desk instead of that. That's better. And I need a needle. Give me a needle. Okay. Which one do I want to start with? Let's do this. Big load. I'm gonna weave in all the ends first, and then I probably will have more time, and then I will just make more things. I don't know what exactly. Definitely not rainbows. I don't know. We'll see which one we have the most of or the least of, and that's what I'm gonna make. Thankfully, with these guys, I don't have to worry about like properly weaving in the ends because it's just gonna hang on the fairy lights. So I just picked up a jar that I have for all my ends to make into fiber later. So yes, I'd have to be very, very good at it, you know. Also, I'm so happy that I am so close to finishing the shrug. I will show you the shrug at some point. We'll see if I get it. I really hope I get it. I really want to make it. But I am very happy with it. There's like part of it that I'm not super happy with it, but I'll show you. I'll show you and I'll tell you everything and you will know everything. Also, I don't know what happened today. We had some salmon for dinner. Like both me and my boyfriend, we ate the exact same thing. And my stomach just got so upset. I don't know. I have eaten salmon before multiple times and I never had any problems. It's true that we bought a different one from like a different brand, but like salmon is salmon, isn't it? I mean, I guess it isn't, and I just got my proof of that. But yeah, my stomach got upset, and I'm still not feeling fully well. Oh, also this idea for a stream, this Gamble crochet project roulette, not Gamble. I came up with it after last week's Monday's stream, but I came up with it for what is happening this for Thursday's stream, and I wanna because I've told you that I like haven't finished everything in Minecraft yet that I want to finish before another stream. So I was thinking about doing a crochet stream, and I came up with this idea, and I thought that is a pretty cool idea. Overall, I feel like this is a cool idea because I don't have to like choose which project I do, and I can always add to the roulette stuff like starting a new project that I want if I wanted to. And at the same time, it does push me to do things that I maybe wouldn't like to do. And I feel like it's more interesting than just like sitting down and doing one thing. So I was very happy with the idea. But then I made a, excuse me, a Whip Wednesday video for my TikTok. And in that video, I said that I will be doing that stream, but I said that I'm gonna do it today instead of on Thursday. And I posted it everywhere, so TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. And after I posted it, I realized that I like said the wrong day. But I don't like to say one thing and do another thing. So I didn't do that stream on Thursday. So it's today. But honestly, I'm kind of happy because I really enjoyed playing the Graveyard Keeper, and we will be playing that again on... Oh my god, what is happening with this yarn here? We will be playing that again on Thursday. Big part of it is because as I said, I really like the game. And I've also watched some videos about like tips and tricks of what to do in the game. And a lot of people are actually saying that the game is not explained very well, like within the game. So I'm not the only one who felt that way, which does make me feel good. But also because I still haven't finished the Minecraft thing. I have dig out like the whole area that I planned to dig out, but I want to do more now because still to make the... is it called a port? No, dock. I think it's called a dock. Still to make the dock area, I wanted to like smoothly go lower, so I have to dig out because for right now it's just like the same height and then like jumps down, and I want it to be like smoothly going up. So I still have to do that. But also I do think that I will kind of do that terraforming stuff in different parts. So right now I will do the terraforming for the dock, the storage, maybe a villager place, and then the mine and the mole area. Also, I have finished this guy. Doesn't have any ends to live in. Also, this color looks so good on camera. That is beautiful. It doesn't look like that IRL, but on camera it looks gorgeous. It's a lot like more muted IRL. Okay, I like that. I like what I'm seeing on my screen. Okay, next let's do a raindrop with the same yarn. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that area, and then so right now it kind of looks like the area that I flattened out, and then there's just line. And I'm just gonna leave that for now. And then when I decide to make my house, which is gonna be on that hill that we have right now, that's what I'm gonna terraform it to make it look normal. So yeah, that's the plan. So I don't have a lot to do, but there's still some stuff to do, and I am for this week and the next week, I am like laser focused on my work stuff. I even on Mondays and Thursdays, which used to be like my days, only for streaming, I'm doing work stuff because we have a lot of work to do. So yeah, this week, maybe even next week, we're gonna do the Graveyard Keeper. I do sometimes obviously have a little bit of time, like at the end of the day, to at the end of the day to play a little bit of Minecraft, but not always, and also not always I just want to do it because it is quite boring still, and I would prefer to do something like crochet. So Minecraft is put on hold for now, basically. Okay. But I think a Graveyard Keeper, at least for me, is a good replacement. So I hope you don't mind it. Okay, can I put 2 yarns in this? Also, I am struggling to figure out what I want to do with the rest of the yarn. Maybe on one hand, because I have like so many projects right now that I don't really, like I feel overwhelmed with the amount that I have. And I don't, maybe not overwhelmed, but like I don't want to have more projects to get overwhelmed, you know? So maybe that's the reason. Another reason is that I really want to start making wearables, and I would like to make them for summer, and like we are starting summer soon, so that's another thing. But also another thing is that I feel like I don't like, I already told you that I don't like really long projects, but I feel like I also don't really like very small projects. I like them to be something that if I was sitting on it, not sitting on it, working on it with every moment of my free time that I have, it would take me like between a week and 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. Like that's the perfect length of a project. And with the yarns that I have, mostly I will be doing small projects, I feel like, because I have a lot of, one thing is that I have a lot of scrap yarn, but also I have a lot of just random yarns, so I'm not gonna match them together. And also the fact that I have a lot of colorful yarn, which is not really my vibe. I have already picked out the colors that I can use for the weathers, to use them for the weathers, but I still have a lot more yarn that I have to use. So yeah, I'm not really feeling inspired by that stuff, but that is also the reason why I'm trying to get rid of it, so that makes sense. There is always the option of just taking everything and making a bunch of scrap baskets out of it, which is something that I do really want to do, but I feel like I should try my hardest to use it for something else before I get to that point. But yeah, hopefully at some point today we will get to a point where I will clean out some of it, and maybe that will help me with being more inspired by at least me knowing what I have in there. So we'll see. But I have found an idea that I am actually quite liking, and that is bookmarks. Like I could make a bunch of bookmarks because they don't require a lot of yarn. I have finished another guy. So, oh wait, I didn't finish this one. There's still some ends here. I was cheating. Okay. But when it comes to wearables, I found so many ideas that I want to make, and I'm so I've never really wanted to make crochet wearables. I'm pretty sure I've only made ever one, which is like a what is it called? A mesh stitch shrug, which I have used a few times, but I don't. Oh, and the gloves, like gloves, shawls, beanies, or bucket hats. I have, although right now I don't know if I would make myself a bucket hat. I don't know. One thing is that I feel like crochet wearables are not like really my style. I feel like I have to like really look for something that I would feel like matches my style, which is also kind of hard because I don't really know what my style is, but I know when something is not my style, you know? But sometimes even I don't know if some like fully. So yeah, that's first world problems, I know. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I have been seeing some that also well, okay, I have been seeing some that I like. And also another thing is that I've always considered crochet as like very thick projects. Like everything you make becomes thick. I don't know, that's just wasn't giving me the vibe of something that I would like to make and have. But I have been seeing a lot of wearables, and I'm seeing that it doesn't have to be thick, and that makes me want them. And also I am very excited to unravel all the sweaters that I've bought and reclaim yarn from them. And also we are planning to go on another thrift shopping trip, maybe not trip, journey, but well, at the soonest it's gonna be in 2 weeks, so not that soon, but I'm excited to buy more things. Also, I am very much debating if I should do the yarn reclamation on stream, because I feel like it's gonna be a fun stream. Definitely something that I haven't done on the stream yet. But at the same time, most of what I'm doing when I'm reclaiming yarn is using the yarn spinner, and that is kind of loud. So I don't know if that's gonna be a stream that's gonna be very pleasant to watch. So as I said, I'm still debating that. Because I have been spinning some things, I think from the I think when we were doing Finish Our Frog stream. Yeah, and that wasn't the best, I feel like. So I don't know, maybe I'm just gonna make TikToks out of it. Oh, maybe I could do a stream where instead of doing the full yarn reclamation, I'm just like ripping the sweaters apart to pieces, so that the only thing that I have left to do is to spin the yarn from those pieces, because that's like the first step. And this way I can do more than one sweater on the stream, and I can kind of do the more annoying part on stream, so I don't have to do it alone. But at the same time, I feel like it's better for stream than the spinning. So maybe that's a good idea. I will still think about it. I'll let you know when I make the decision. Also, I still have no idea what I will be doing next week on Monday. As I already said, for Thursdays we are playing the Graveyard Keeper. Maybe I'm gonna do another one of those crochet projects, roulette. We'll see how I and you feel about this idea. We could also make just another stream of Graveyard Keeper. I wouldn't be mad about that. Jeez, this is taking so long. Also, I have seen somebody make crochet rainbow pierogies, which pierogies is like a Polish dish, and they called them pierogies, and I love it so much, and that kind of makes me want to make them, especially since I do have all the colors of the rainbow. So maybe we could do that. Although I don't know if I want to make more than one. As I said, I'm not a big enjoyer of small projects, and they were like small keychains. Or maybe two. I could have one for myself and one for my best friend. I know that she would also appreciate pierogies. I could make a crochet roulette and just add them as a new project. That's pretty smart, right? Okay. Yay, I'm done with one side of one rainbow out of what, five? Five that we have? Yeah, the sixth one is somewhere there. I think there. Just higher up. Yay. I do sometimes feel like I really like torturing myself with the crochet projects. Just sometimes. But hopefully now that I got a hang of it, it's gonna be quicker. But I do unfortunately only have rainbows to weave in the end, so next 25 minutes are gonna be fun. I don't want to be the mood destroyer, but if you know me and you have watched me for a little bit, you probably know that I hate weaving in the ends, so I'm not gonna pretend that like I don't, you know? Also, how bad would it be if I just like made a knot at the end and cut off the rest? Nobody's gonna see it anyway. So maybe that's the way to go. Oh, also, I shouldn't be doing that. Okay, I know that for my own good, I shouldn't be doing that. But we have something called OLX, which is something like a Facebook marketplace. Like people sell their everything that is used and some like small business new things. And I looked for cheap yarn and I found it. I found somebody who's selling, I think, 6 kilograms of yarn for like stupidly cheap. And it's tempting as fuck. Oh, okay, somebody bought it. I wanted to show you, but it's not there anymore. I found it a few days ago. Okay, like a week ago or something. But it's gone. Wait. Okay, that's good. Okay, so my problem just resolved itself, but it was very tempting to buy it because again, 6 kilograms of yarn, but those were very random yarns, like random thicknesses, random weights, random colors, probably random types of yarns, and that is exactly what I'm trying to get rid of it. But at the same time, that was so stupidly cheap that it made me want to buy it. Okay, like I like a good deal, okay? I like me a good deal. But thankfully somebody bought it before me. I don't know if I would buy it. If I had space for it, I would. Definitely. I think the thing that made me not buy it in the end was the lack of space here. Okay, another guy finished. There's a lot more other ones to go. Which one I wanna do next? Let me do this. This one has 5 colors instead of 6, so should be easier. Also, I do feel like I'm getting the hang of it, so maybe this one. Let's see, it was like 22 minutes when I started. Although I don't know how much the first one took me, but oh well. And also the price of that yarn, as I said, 6 kilograms. It was the price of like, depending where you're buying, but like 6 skeins if you were just buying it in a store. As I said, dirt cheap. But I think I would prefer to buy sweaters and reclaim yarn from them because I have more of it in the end. So also, I am very excited to have a lot of natural fiber in my stash because that's something that I never cared about. I think that's a good way to call it. I'm very blue. It's like I look very cold. Tone? Is that a tone? I don't know. I feel like I look very blue. Yeah, it's not really something that I cared about, mainly because at the beginning I just didn't understand what like natural fiber versus synthetic fiber is. And what I did understand was that synthetic was cheaper, so that's what I was buying. And now, especially since I want to get into wearables, I definitely understand the difference and definitely want to have the natural fiber. That's not to say that like synthetic fiber is bad. I mean, it is plastic, so kind of. But there are moments where you want to use synthetic fiber, and there are are moments when you want to use natural fiber. And I am definitely at the point where I want to use natural fiber. Also, I think, wait, is it next Thursday? Or is it this Thursday? Oh, this Thursday. This Thursday I can take out the sweater that I have in my freezer from the freezer because it was getting an anti-moth treatment, which it should be done now. Most of the things that I had, I just washed in hot temperature. But since that was an alpaca and wool blend, and also a mohair yarn, like a mohair type of yarn, so with a big halo, I didn't want to wash it. So in the freezer it went. Well, if that's happening on Thursday, then we might actually do the yarn reclamation, but actually taking apart the sweaters stream. Although again, I don't know if I want to do it before I'm done with at least a big part of my yarn. So I don't know. Also, it does annoy me to just not do anything, especially since I want to make wearables for summer and summer is starting. And I do still have a lot of yarn to go through. I don't know what I should do. I also don't want to just like have a mess. It annoys the fuck out of me that I have a huge box with just yarn on the floor and another huge box, maybe not huge, another just box with projects on my floor. I would like to get rid of it. So I don't know what's like a good way to go about it. Okay, I finished. What, 6 minutes it took me. Okay, come here. Okay, there we go. Another rainbow is done. I still have 15 minutes. I really hope we get something good after this, because if I'm getting one of those dinos, I'm not gonna be very happy. Let's just say that. Maybe I want to crochet something now out of the weathers instead of weaving in the ends. Like, this is getting kind of boring. Okay, what do we have? We have 2 raindrops, 1 cloud. Okay, I think I'm gonna crochet the cloud because I only have 1. That's a good idea. Come on. These are all of the yarns that I picked out to make the weathers. I'm not sure about this one because it's more of a peachy color than like yellow or orange. Okay, but first, which one do I want to use for the cloud. Maybe I could use like these guys as little color changing yarn. I have quite a bit of like small pieces of it, so I could use that up. Okay. You never know how many I should start with. One, two, three, four, five. 5 plus, what is it, 3, so 8. I think I'm gonna double strand this. Where's the end here? There we go, and there we go. We'll see if I can finish that in 13 minutes. This is not the hook that I want, this is the hook that I want. Okay, and now, well, I should be looking. Why does neither of those look like a chain? I don't know. Okay, 2 stitches, then 3 stitches across. And then 6 stitches in the last one. Then do that, please. Even though I'm working in the like last chain, I like to do 3 stitches on one side of the chain and 3 kind of on the other. I feel like it just looks better. And like also balances the fact that there's a lot of stitches in one chain. So it doesn't create like a huge hole on one side, you know what I mean? Okay, and then how many? What? Probably 3 more. Yep. And 3 more in here. There is something so satisfying about just using up yarn scraps. I don't know why, but there is. Maybe that's also one of the reasons why I don't want to just throw out the yarn or something. Okay, what do I wanna do here? Okay, I'm here. So just gonna slip stitch, single crochet. I think cloud is like one thing that I have yet to make 2 things that look the same. I feel like every time I make it, I'm just coming up with a new pattern. Wait, this is where I should be starting, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, wait, let me... But it doesn't... What do I want to do here? No, actually I want to do what I was just doing. I don't know why, I just feel like every time I want to do something different. Also, it's kind of hard to realize, as you could see, where I am in the pattern. So I'm just winging it every single time. And somehow it's working. I'm not complaining, so I'm also not gonna be changing anything about it, you know? Okay, this is where the yarn ends. Overall, I feel like this like color changing yarn looks very cute. So I'm very happy with that. Okay, there we go. Hello, Catman. Thank you for redeeming the daily weather forecast. How are you? Okay, I actually am not sure if I can finish this in the span of 7 minutes, and I did. I made a mistake. But we'll see. Maybe worst case scenario, I'm just not gonna weave in the ends, which, oh no. That you're making. Right now I'm making a cloud, but overall we are having a crochet project roulette, so a wheel is choosing a random project, and then a random timer is choosing a random amount of time, and I have to work on set project for set amount of time. And also, congratulations, Katman, you have won a weather, which I do have some lightning weathers that you can choose from. I have more of an orangey one, peach one, or a yellow one. Which one would you like? I'm gonna put them, I actually don't see it very well, on this garland. Coffee behind you, tea. I don't drink coffee. I feel bad after coffee. I feel very, very like jittery. So tea. Although there is a part of me that would like to be a coffee drinker, because I like the kind of morning ritual of it. But yeah, as I said, I feel jittery. The peach colored one. Okay. So give it a kiss and tell it to behave well and not jump me at night. And since we have an art break in 3 minutes, I'm gonna put it up doing that art break. And you're gonna have your own weather that you will be able to see, well, on almost every stream, depending on my camera setting. But yeah, the ritual is good, but if you're not used to it, your body wouldn't like it. Yeah, I had like few situations where like I was fine with coffee, but I had to be very, very tired for that. And overall, if I'm just a bit tired, I just drink energy drinks, and I feel a lot better with them. So yeah, that's my caffeine of choice. Also, I guess tea also has some caffeine in it, I think. Although I don't know how it works mm, with fruit teas, because that's what I'm usually drinking. What do I want to do? Let's do like a little, no. Now I think it should be working. Yeah, I did a different stitch here and it didn't have like a proper indent in there. So that's what I changed. Also, I do think that I will finish in the 3 minutes. Unfortunately, ads are starting in less than a minute and I cannot snooze them anymore. So they're gonna happen and then my break's gonna happen after them and not during them, as we're trying to usually do. What am I doing here? Let's do double crochets now. And also, how are you, Hannah? I don't think I've asked you. How are you? How was your weekend? Did you do anything fun this weekend? We had a situation where a client didn't show up, and the thing is, our clients have to like prepare a certain sum because if they don't show up, there's a lot of our work that is wasted. So kind of to protect that, we have like a, I think it's called a prepare a certain amount of sum that is later deduced from like the full price. But yeah, and we had a first time that somebody didn't show up, which was very annoying because the even though this sum is like not very small, but it's still not worth the amount of time that we wasted because of that. But yeah, that's the situation that we had. Okay, that's a very wonky cloud, but I kind of like it. That's the cloud. I guess I should be weaving in the end since I have time for it. Unfortunately. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think these pieces I'm just gonna put in the jar to deal with the fiber. Weekend was fine. Run, ate food, played games, same stuff. Ooh, that sounds nice. I mean, the running part for me doesn't sound very nice. I think I've said it before, but I have like a running thing once a year, sometimes once every 2 years, where I feel like I would love running. I should start running. And then I go on a run and I realize why I'm not a runner. And then I'm done with running for like a year, and then year after that, again, I will feel like running. Surprisingly, this year I haven't had the running phase yet. What was it? Also, I gotta tell you something that I'm very proud of. So I have a car, right? With a car, I have wheels that I have to change twice a year. And when I got the car first, I hear it. I mean, I hate it. It's boring, but feels satisfying too. I I feel like my body just dislikes. I am very short of breath, and I don't know, it just doesn't feel good. Like how when I was dancing, like that workout felt very, very good. But running workout just doesn't. I don't know. Okay, we are done. So I'm not gonna finish this. But I will go for a little break. I will put this guy up. Well, I will change my camera so that you can see it when I'm back. So remember to drink water, get some snacks, take your medication if you need to, go stretch, go touch some grass, and I will see you in 3 minutes or so. myself. I didn't unmute myself. Yeah, I caught that. Okay, so I was saying that the lightning is there, and it's gonna be there for however long I live there. And I was trying to put it closer, like to the edge, so my head doesn't cover it, but it didn't succeed on that. It's gonna be there. And I was talking about my dancing because I just mentioned dancing. So yeah, I was going to dance classes for a year because I've always liked dancing, and by dancing I just mean moving my body to music. And so signed up. I was going for a year, and then after a year I was closer to the end of my university and finishing my engineering thesis, and on top of a full-time job I couldn't really afford to lose another evening every week to go to dance classes, so I stopped going. And then soon after that I moved in here, and from here it's way too far to go anywhere. And also a month after moving here I left my job, so also money issue, you know. But I wanted to show you, I even prepared them. Dance classes that I was taking were high heels, and those were the heels that I was dancing in. And contrary to what they look like, they were comfortable, and I really like dancing in them. Although I don't feel like something like hip hop is more my style, but it felt really good to dance on like 10 centimeter heels. So 10 out of 10 would recommend. Okay, let's go back to our Crochet Pro. Wait, this is it. Okay, I want the shrug. I don't want. Okay, I'm just gonna say that I want a shrug. That's all I want. Or a poncho or a cat bed. Nothing else, please. Hey, cross your fingers, people. I don't want to do another. Okay, out of all the things that I didn't want to do, that one is not that bad. And now, how long do we have? We just had 48 minutes. That's not very random. I had 23 minutes when I was testing. Okay, let me find a different random timer. Is this a random timer? Okay, minimum time, 10 minutes, maximum time. Start timer. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Why is it taking so long? This one does it with seconds. That's why I didn't choose that one. What? Jeez. Okay, but we are just gonna take like the amount of minutes that it's gonna give us. Okay, 25, 26, 26. Let's do 26. And what am I making? The fish. Okay, so I gotta find the fish first. I found the fish. This is the fish. Oh, I also have to find the yarn. I think I have yarn for one fin. Do I have some yarn? I had some like pieces of the velvet yarn. Okay, I'm not seeing it. Give me a second. I'm gonna go. What was it? 26 minutes. I got the yarn. And the last thing is that I have to find the pattern. But I prepared and I found all the patterns for all the things that I'm doing. this guy. Okay, this is a pattern from Chai Coffee Crochet, no sew crochet fish. If you'd like to make it. Excuse me. Okay, where am I? I am at the tail part. I feel like there are a lot of memes about the fact that recipes have like a whole life story first and then they go to the recipe part. I feel like crochet patterns are similar to that. Okay, fold the opening close, chain 1 and 3 single crochet through. Wait, that's not very okay. Is this straight? Well, not really, but neither am I, so it's fine. Oh, I didn't put the timer. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna do like 24 minutes. I think 2 minutes have passed. Also, I don't know if other crocheters have that too, but I definitely feel like I have phases for certain crochets. Like I've had a huge phase for amigurumi a while ago, and now I have a huge phase for wearables, and I really don't feel like making amigurumi. Okay. Okay, please tell me this is the last round because I am running out of yarn. Okay, yes. Okay, we've got a tail. Did I? Fucking shit. This is the second time I did the tail like that instead of like that. I really want that tail to be horizontal. When did you start doing crocheting? Next month is gonna be 4 years. I'm not even sure. I don't remember how I came across crochet. I think I just started seeing TikToks about it. And I was depressed and alone, and that sounded like a cool thing to do. And I started, and I fell in love. Actually, the first things that I ever made were wearables, but I didn't have the knowledge about yarns back then. Okay, let's make the fin like that this time. Yes. Do you do any crafts, Hannah? I'm pretty sure I have been doing crafts since my hands could hold stuff. But I feel like crochet is like the thing that I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. Probably still on and off, just like I was for the past 4 years almost. But it does feel like something that I'm gonna come back to always. One thing I like about doing amigurumi is that I do usually use the velvet yarn, which for those of you who don't crochet, it just feels like a plush, and I really like the feeling of it. It's nice to work with and like touch the project after. Okay, this time I did it correctly. No crafts for me, no. I used to draw and paint back in the day. Ooh, can we see your projects, your art somewhere? And also, why is it something that you don't really do anymore? Okay, insert your hook between rounds 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Oh wait, 2 stitches. No, okay. No, this one is too low. Okay, this is where the fin is gonna be. I was wondering if I should put it a stitch lower, but I think it's gonna be too low if I did that. And this is just 3 double crochets in here. Oh wait, and what? Oh. Oh. Okay. I've realized recently that I am not very good at the part where you have to like crochet something onto an amigurumi plush. I don't know, I always feel like I understand the instructions, but I never actually do. Show me that thing again. Here, but here, okay. Let me see that one more time, just to be sure. Okay, yeah, I have to go up. 1, 2, 3. Not enough time in the day to do all activities, I suppose, so I focus on other things. I understand. I wish we had more time to do fun crafts and other activities in the day. That's a cute fish whale. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Okay, the first side fin is done. Now I just have to do it on the other side. Also, I recaked all of my velvet yarn recently, and it's so nice. Because I started to just have basically piles of yarn instead of skeins. So yeah, I decided it's time. Okay, here and 2 stitches below. Oh no. Here, okay, I guess it's... I know, suddenly it looks weird on this side, but okay, I guess. No, that sound that's like, please don't be ugly, please don't be ugly. That's me every time I have to crochet something onto a plush. Or sew onto a plush. I feel like I hate sewing even more. Hate is a strong word, and that is exactly the word that describes the way I feel about sewing. Okay, they are symmetrical. Yay. And I think... Wait, where's the top fish? Top... Oh, this is... Not fish, fin. Insert your hook on the top of your fish between rounds 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 6. This is the center, I think. We will be working on the stitches along the top of the body of your fish. If you're attaching a keychain ring, you can attach it as you're making the triple crochet by putting the ring through before your final yarn over. Okay, I'm not doing a keychain right now. Do I have to attach it? I don't know. Okay, a single crochet, double crochet, treble crochet, another double, and a slip stitch. Okay, not bad. Okay, now I just need to weave in the ends. So the way I started doing it recently is that I take 2 ends that I have and I just knot them together so that they never come out. And then I just push them inside of the plush. Just like that. And another 2 are almost done. Also, I was thinking for a long time, but I started doing something to achieve that, which is buying myself a new laptop, because the laptop that I'm using for streaming is not actually my laptop, it's my boyfriend's laptop. And I would like to have my own. And I don't know how you guys are about things, but for example, my boyfriend, like, he has to research every single thing, know all the options that are on the market, and then choose the best one. For me, I watched one YouTube video about like the most affordable and worth their price laptops that are currently available. The guy that made that video also made a spreadsheet, so I looked into the spreadsheet. Then I talked with ChatGPT for like 5 minutes about which one of the 2 laptops that I found is closer to what I need. And at that point, I was basically done with all my research. So it took me maybe half an hour. And the only thing that stopped me from buying it at that point was the fact that I thought that if I'm spending like few K on something, I should probably do more research than 30 minutes. And since then, I have not done a single bit of research, and I don't even know what I'm supposed to be researching. Maybe I could do like a review of the laptop that I want to buy. But outside of that, I feel like I'm done. I just have to buy it. I don't know if I should wait for like a sale. At the same time, Why not a PC? Because they're expensive. Mainly because of that. Okay. Yeah, that, and also I like how like handy a laptop is. I had a laptop for the last 5 years. Okay, the fish is finished. And I liked it. The only reason why I want to buy a new laptop is because the other one, like I cannot stream from it. And also 5 years ago, not 5, 6 years ago now. 6 years, no, 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I already bought a used laptop. So it's a pretty old laptop. Like it can't even be updated to Windows 11. So pretty old laptop. But I liked how handy a laptop was. And also, I don't know, I feel like I'm not ready for a commitment that is a PC. Especially that I'm pretty sure that if I wanted a PC with like the same things that I would have in the laptop, it would be more expensive. Although I don't know if that's true. Is it true? I'm not sure. I know that PC you can upgrade, and that's a pretty cool thing. But I don't know, just not for me right now. I'd rather have a laptop. And also with a laptop, that gives me an additional screen. So with a PC, outside of a PC, I would also have to buy a screen because I do have one screen, but that's a old boy. So I don't even know if it would work with a. No, I guess it should work with like newest PCs, but still, I would have to buy a laptop. Okay, this guy's finished. We still have almost 9 minutes, so I will do what I said I was gonna do, which is that I'm gonna go through my yarns and declutter the stash a little bit. Let me first show you my stash. Wait, this is not supposed to be there. This is what I have. I mean, of course, I have other things, but those are things that I want to get rid of first. I have a bag of things that needs to be turned into fiber. And then I have everything else. Okay, this and this. I don't know what to do with this. This is some, do you see that? Kind of. Wait, can I maybe turn to the other side? And you'll see it better. Oh, I can do it like that. This is some, this velvet yarn that I was using for a fish, but it was made into a project and then frogged. And you can see that it's not like perfect now. And I wanted to use it for fiber to spin it, but the fibers are very, very short, so it doesn't become a fiber well. I don't know, I guess I don't really want to use it for any project, so this is also something for a fiber. What else do I have here? I have this, which is mostly like thread, multiple threads spun into yarn. I don't like it. I'm gonna put it in the, turn them into a scrap basket pile. Yes. What else do I have? Oh, I have a flower crown here. That shouldn't be here. Okay, this is another one that is also thread but made into yarn that I don't like. So that's another one for that. This one is so icky. I don't like how it feels. This is another be turned into a scrap basket. What else do I have? Another thread that are made into yarn. This is something that I'm pretty sure I have from my grandma, I'm wondering what she used to crochet with that, or knit. I think she was more of a knitter than a crocheter. Oh, I have this. Can I use it for anything? I don't know. It's like a slightly shiny pink yarn. I think I'm gonna also put it there. Generally have anyway. I have no idea what to do with this yarn. This is like a colorful yarn, but I feel like I have to use a lot of it to show the fact that it's colorful and not just look like yarn that is dirty or something. No idea what to do with it, but I would prefer to do something with it other than a scrub basket. But I think this is also a perfect thing for a scrub basket, so I'm gonna put that there. Another one with threads that is feeling icky, so I don't want it. Oh, there's more of the first icky yarn, so that's also going to a scrub basket. I have this, which is, I feel like, a beautiful yarn, but I don't think I have enough of it to make anything with it. But it's too pretty to throw out. Okay, those are my scraps that I have to look through later. I have a lot of black yarn that is not yarn that I would like to use. Oh, another thread turned into yarn that feels icky too. Oh, black yarn. I should have blue yarn. I should have it with the weather yarn. I should figure out a project with black yarn because I have quite a bit of it. Let me show you. I have 4, 5 skeins and a little bit, not skeins, cakes. I'm wondering what type of yarn this is. Also, I have a skein, again, not a skein, a cake, of like fingering weight yarn, which fingering is like very thin. And I'm thinking about making, I think it's called filet crochet. Filet crochet is crochet where you basically make kind of a grid, and some of the squares in the grid are full and some of them are empty, and you make a picture that way. And I would like to try it. I never did it. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough because, as you can see, that's not a lot. But I'm pretty sure that you use fingering weight yarn for filet crochet, so that's that. Wait, not there, here. I'd also have some of like another black yarn, but this one is different than the one that I was showing you. This one, like the texture and everything. So I think this is gonna go to the scrub basket. I don't think I'm gonna make, I don't know. Okay, let's leave it for now. And we're very good at this throwing things out part. Another thing I have a lot of is this yarn, which also fingering weight. I don't know what to do with it. I think I would like to get rid of it. I'm also thinking, because I do have some flowers for this to make. I think I have like 11 more to make, but I have a lot of pink and red ones, so I don't really want to make any more of those. And I do know that a lot of you guys prefer blue flowers, so I think I'm just gonna make them like all the 11 different shades of blue and not more red or pink. I have this cake. I would really like to make something with it. This is like multiple pieces of yarn, but they are from one skein that I just turned into a plushie that I never finished, and then I didn't know what to do with it because I couldn't find the pattern. I really want to make something with it, but I have no idea what to make with it because it's thick. It's thicker than like the usual yarn that I work with. and I just don't know what to do with it. It doesn't give me an amigurumi vibe. Maybe I could make like an amigurumi snake or something. I think that could be a pretty cute snake. I don't have any more ideas. And also for amigurumi, I do prefer the velvet yarn because I feel like it's more forgiving when you don't have, for example, like perfectly the same tension everywhere. The little fibers just cover everything. Or maybe I could make like a snake. I was thinking also about a pillow cover, but it wouldn't really match my room. So I don't know. I don't want to throw it out yet. I do have another one that I have is this yarn, which I do have 3 little cakes of, but I don't like this yarn. And I don't think I want to use it for flowers. It's maybe also here. Yes, on, and the time is done. Wait, let me just pick out little bits that are here that I decided that I'm not gonna use. Okay. Okay, there's a little bit less, and it feels less overwhelming. Let me just find a bug. I don't really like how much I have of black for the scrub basket, because I do think it's gonna look better if it's all different colors. Maybe you can pick. Maybe I can pick like all the whites, grays, and blacks, and make a scrub basket out of that. I don't know. We'll see. But this is all that's going to my scrub basket. I am actually very excited to make the scrub basket. And this goes here with the fiber stuff. Okay, let's see what we have next. I'm getting hot in here. It's not even that hot outside. Let's put you there. This, I can delete the fish because I finished that. I don't know what's gonna happen if I get like a Legend of Zelda. I want something that I like. Give me something that I like. Although there is more things, I think, that I don't like than the ones that I do. Okay, maybe I'm not gonna delete the weathers because I think I'm gonna use this wheel in the future. But if we get more weathers, I'm not gonna make them because we already had weathers today. If we get weathers, I can choose what we pick, what I crochet. That's the plan. I like the plan. Now I want the weathers. No! No, I don't want to do that. The wheel is not liking me today. Okay, let me take out the pink dino. But okay, that's like the also one of the less bad ones out of the bad ones. You know? Okay, I have the pink dino. And again, if I finish it before all the time passes, I'm gonna go back to the yarns. Okay, let's just choose the amount of time. 21 minutes. Okay. 21 minutes. Okay, it is actually getting really hot. Give me a second. I need to check if it's colder outside. Okay, you'll still hear me. You're not gonna see me. Okay, I don't know if it's gonna be colder outside, but the sun is shining right into my room. Maybe if I closed my blinds, it would get better. Also, don't really want to black out. Oh no, it's hot outside. Okay, so I just have to live like this now. I'm back. Did you miss me? Okay, this is the pink dino, and I have to sew on 4 spikes here. It's very cute. Thank you. It's a potato dino. I fell in love with them when I saw them. And I fell in love enough with them that I made, I think, 4 of them, and they were waiting a year to be finished. And well, 2 of them are still not finished. This is one of the 2. Okay, let me see what I've got. Okay, I'm just choosing the order that I want to put the spikes in because they look a little bit different. Thankfully, I have already sewn these spikes on 2 other dinos, so I kind of know what I'm doing, and it should be nice and quick and easy. Okay, but let me just change the time first. No, that's not what I want. This, and we had 21 on my minutes. There we go. The only thing that I can do wrong here is if I don't center them properly, but I think we're good. Hannah, do you have a PC or a laptop? I'm guessing you have a PC since you're asking me about it. It's kind of weird that I have been, like, in theory, an IT person for the past, what, 6 years or so, and I never really had, like, a good PC or a laptop. If I get the one that I want to get, that's gonna be, like, the best I've ever gotten, like, taking into account the fact that, of course, everything changes every year, but, like, out of what I could get and what I got, I'm gonna be the closest to the best possible. It's still not gonna be, like, the greatest laptop, but as far as I've informed myself, I should be able to even play and stream AAA games. So that's gonna be something. PC, but I have a laptop too, but I don't use much. I used to use my laptop to stream plus game, though, till I got the PC. Okay. Yeah, I do feel like Endgame is a PC, but as I said, they tend to be pretty expensive, so not something that is in my budget right now. And also, even though I'm not leaving my house that much, I like the movability of a laptop. Okay, the first spike is done. Just 3 more. Oh, if I'm gonna do every single one of them the same speed that I did the first one, I'm definitely gonna finish it. Oh, I'm just now realizing that I put it pretty high. It should be starting like right here. Can I still put the rest of them? Kind of making sense. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be fine. I don't know how much you can see. Should be fine. Nobody's gonna know besides us. Okay, don't tell anyone. I really wish I loved sewing. I would be able to make so many cute and fun patterns. Also, I don't even know why I hate sewing. I don't know if it's something that I just told myself that I hate, or if I genuinely hate it. But the thing is, I would love to, for example, cross stitch, which is basically sewing just in crosses. But somehow, for my brain, those two things are like absolutely different. Okay, the second spike is done. It's going really, really well, to be honest. I'm thinking now if I should have the ability to, like, for example, once per stream, be able to respin the wheel if I get something that I really don't want to do. Which there are like two things that I really don't want to do. I think that would be fair, wouldn't it? Especially that I can't do it like every single time, just once per stream. Am I saying that because I am really scared of getting the Grey Dino or the Legend of Zelda character? Maybe. Maybe that's the reason. I'm not gonna confirm or deny. Although with the Legend of Zelda character, I don't think I am at the sewing part just yet. This is how we're looking so far. 3 spikes in. I was wondering, so the last spike is like smaller than other ones and should be on the top. I was wondering if I put it on the bottom, if it will look good, but maybe actually. Which one's better, this one or this one? No, I think this one still is better. Okay, let's do it quickly and have it all behind us. Also, guys, something that I'm realizing about myself, which I think a lot of artists can relate, but I do feel like I'm sometimes, I wouldn't call it hoarding, but I don't like throwing out things that I see artistic potential in. And the thing is that I see artistic potential in a lot of things. Like, for example, yesterday we were cleaning out our garage and we found some wallpaper, which we're definitely not using anywhere. And we were going to throw it out, but somehow it ended up being in my room because I can make something out of it, you know? There we go. I just need to weave in the ends. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Maybe if I do a stream like this one again, I should do like a channel point redeem where you guys can decide what I'm doing. I just don't know if you guys would be nice or not nice to me. If you had that power in your hands, you know? Wait, I need to do this one like somewhere here more. Okay. I don't feel like I'm very chatty today, but I feel like it's because not much is happening in my life outside of work stuff, which I don't really want to talk about on stream. But I am almost done with this dino. There we go. The dino is done and we will have odds in 3 minutes. But for the remaining of the 8 minutes and 30 seconds, as I said, I will go through my like actual scrap yarn. I hope you won't hear the bug too much. Let's go through this small one first. I'm pretty sure those are like small scraps. But I think still big enough to put in the scrap basket. For like a little pop of color, why not? Oh, although I did put like those two in the fiber pile. Okay, let's put them in the scrap pile. But the teeny tiny one, on the other hand, let's put them there. Okay. This is such a pretty color, like a lime green one. Those are teeny tiny. And this one's also. Is it teeny tiny? Let's say it is. Okay, and now one big pile of just scraps of white yarn. But I think I'm also gonna put all of this in the scrap basket. That's how long they are. Yeah. Okay, there we go. And then I'm gonna go through the big bag, and everything that I want to put into scrap basket, I'm gonna put in this bag. Which there's a lot, and there's like a big this thing on top of it. Yeah. Okay, I definitely know that I put this yarn in the scrap basket, so that's what I'm gonna do. I also have this yarn that I dislike a lot, and I would love to get rid of. What else do we have? We have some black yarns, which are similar to the black yarns that we put in the basket. Some little purple one that I'm not gonna do anything with. More of the colorful. Yeah, I do have quite a bit of those in here. This thing that I've also put. Did I? Yeah, I did. I can see it. Oh, I also have bits like these, which I remember this yarn, and it was like big chunks of color turning into each other, and I have no idea what I could do with this. So this is also going. I also have this like colorful yarn, but I feel like this one is colorful enough where I could make something out of it, even if that thing was small. So I'm gonna leave it for now. Another one of the big chunks. It makes me so happy to like get rid of stuff. Although there is like a part of me that feels like I'm just wasting yarn, but also I'm not. Objectively, I'm not. I'm just turning it into something that requires multiple yarns instead of just one. There we go. It also makes me really happy to get rid of at least a part of what's in here. Oh, there's more of this yarn, the shiny pink yarn that I said that I don't want. Ew, there's some black mohair. But it's not the black mohair that I have a lot of, I'm pretty sure. Have I ever told you that? When I started crocheting and I didn't know shit about yarns, I bought I have found on the OLX app, the one that I just told you about with the yarn, I found on that app 50 skeins of yarn. It was called mohair, which at the time I had no idea what mohair means, but it was very cheap. It was like 1 złotych per ball, and that's like nothing, okay? Like usually a ball is the cheapest yarn that I know of is 5 złotych per skein, and that is like the cheapest, the lowest quality ever. So that was very cheap, and I like cheap things. So I bought it, and then when I bought it, I found out what mohair is. And I also found out about the fact that I hate mohair. So I'm stuck with 50 balls of yarn. And yeah, so far I have made, I'm finishing second project with it. The first one is the shrug that I was talking about earlier. And the second one is also a shrug that I am currently making, the one that I am almost finished with, and the one that I really hope to get today, because I want to show you and I want to finish it also today. Okay, I feel like I'm getting rid of a decent amount of yarn. Do we see anything else? Oh yes, I do. This one also like a silver yarn. I don't like it. I feel like I'm going through every part of this bag like third time and I'm still finding more stuff. Which I guess is good because I'm getting rid of more. I wonder how many meters of yarn you'd have just if you laid it all out. That's a very good question. I can tell you how much is in one skein because they usually say that. Okay, I got two different skeins. I have okay, this much yarn is 238 meters, and this much yarn is 170. I'm wondering, one thing that I'm wondering is that if you laid out all the yarn that I have in a string, will it go like around the earth? Which, how much is it around the earth? Well, what's the circumference? But I don't want them on the earth. Miles. Fuck off with miles. Wait, let me do the math. Okay, let me show you me doing the math. This is how many kilometers it is, okay? Circumference of the earth, okay. Times, where is times? Times 1,000. I don't think that's the, it should have been a dot, right? Wait, let me do it again. Times 1,000. Okay, this is how many meters divided by, okay, let's say, so if this is 240 almost, and this is 170, so in the middle it's like 200 meters, so divided by 200. Okay, I don't have that much. Maybe like in my whole life, overall, I would get to that point. Not yet, though. Not yet. Almost there. Okay, where's there we go. Okay, I'm gonna put it where it's supposed to be because I am making a mess around myself and I don't like it. Okay, I'm also, I guess, done with the scrap yarn. Let me just put it in the bag. I'm guessing that most of what I have here is gonna be turned into the scrap baskets, but I can't part ways that quickly with it. So I need to do it in turns. Okay, there we go. Let's choose another project. Excuse me. Okay. This, but we finished the pink dino. Please give me something good. Okay, but I am letting myself respin the wheel one time. I'm not making that. I'm not making that. This is the time for me to respin the wheel. Please give me something better. I want the shrug. Give me the shrug. That one is good. But if it stopped at the weathers, I could choose the shrug. Okay, and then now the time. 12 minutes. Okay. Here we go. Wait, let me just pick this guy up. This is the cat bed. This is the like the outside part of the cat bed. If you're wondering how that's gonna make a circle at some point, I also don't know. I'm just hoping. Okay, there's a lot of hope involved in this project. What color do I want? Where am I? This is where I am. I'm making it black and brown. Wait, let me show you maybe. This is gonna be like the laying part. So one is brown and one is white. So it's gonna be like a double-sided. No, reversible. Oh, I checked which one is which, but I don't remember again. Two sides that are gonna be different. And so now the border, I'm making in both colors. I wanted the border to be like a spiral of both of the colors, but I'm not gonna have enough brown. So I picked out all of the different brown things that I had that are similar to that brown, and I'm making this like random colors. I'm gonna go for now, Layla, but happy crocheting. Catch you later. Thank you, and thank you for being here, and happy whatever you're gonna be doing. Thank you for being here. I don't know if I said that already. Okay, I think I need some more brown now. And I think I need to do, so I did like a part of like bigger chunks, and I think I need to go back to like doing a little chunks again. What do I want? Okay, I want this guy. And I want some of like this guy maybe. Is that gonna be enough? No, that's not thick enough. Okay, a little bit more white. That should be thick enough. Yeah, I don't know if it's not gonna be a bit too white, but it's fine. Oh wait, maybe let me do, I wanna use up this crop first. instead of the brown. Okay, I'm gonna show you in just a sec. This, and this. This is what we're gonna have. Just a little bit of brown. I'd also like to add a brown thread to make it more brown, because I do have a lot more white yarns than brown ones, so I'm trying to do whatever I can to make it look like it's at least kind of like similar amounts of both colors. So I'm helping myself however I want, including using brown thread, which I do have a lot of different threads, so I'm not bothered by that. Oh, I forgot to put the timer again. We had like 12 minutes, right? Oh, this. Okay. Not a lot. But I'm hoping that if I do the cut bed right now, it will make me want to do more of it later, because I've stopped working on that project like a while ago, mainly because I have to think about like which colors am I choosing, and I really prefer when crochet is mindless, so that's why I don't really want to do it. Especially if I'm like tired after doing a lot of work throughout most of the day and I have like an hour or two at the end of the day to relax. I'm not gonna pick up something that requires me to think. I'm not that into torturing myself, you know? Also, I gotta say, I am really enjoying working with a bigger hook. I'm working with a, what is it, a 6mm. Although, like the usual one that I'm working with is a 5mm, but the difference, the difference feels huge between 5 and the 6. But yeah, I'm really much enjoying, but I am really enjoying it, and that makes me think that I will also enjoy making the scrap basket, because that's also gonna be using a big hook. I don't know if it's gonna be a 6 or a bigger one. I do have, I think, 8, 9, and 10. I'd love to work with like a 9. I don't think I ever did. Oh no, I did, because I bought it. I bought the 9 specifically for something. So I did work with it at some point. Okay, I ran out of this brown mix, so I'm gonna add this one that I showed you first. And I'm gonna crochet with this one. If I didn't have to change the colors, this would be like my favorite project ever. I love working in a spiral, because that is like the most mindless you can get. Yeah, I really like the vibe today. Setup looks clean. I had some notes that could help you get more eyes on the channel, but didn't want to clog the chat. Do you got a Discord? Mine is something. Thank you for wanting to help, but I'm not interested. Okay, this is how we're looking. I don't know how much you can see of that. Oh, there we go. Kind of see that now. I really hope that this is gonna end up looking good. But also, it's just gonna be in my room and for my cats, so not many people to judge whether it looks good or not, you know? I'm feeling like I should start answering some questions. Can you hear? No. Okay, somebody is mowing the lawn and I hear it a lot, but I don't think you can hear it, so that's good. There we go. Let's see what we got. What's the weirdest thing you've seen someone do in public? Ooh, I don't know if I caught many people doing weird things in public. I don't know. I feel like if I had some kind of crazy story, I would remember it. So I don't know, peeing in a place that you're not supposed to pee in. I guess I don't think, unfortunately, that I have a story better than that. What's a food you'll never understand the hype around? Ooh, licorice? Oh, that is disgusting. I have tried some Danish licorice and so not my vibe. Mm, absolutely not. What's the most useless superpower you can think of? Mm, well, if is it useless if it's a superpower? Aren't superpowers supposed to be like good and useful? I don't know. Seeing in the remembering everything. That's it's not even maybe it's not useless, but it's very probably overwhelming, overstimulating, and maybe even traumatizing depending on the life that you had. That one. What's something people always seem to lose? Patience. I wanted to say dignity. I'm not gonna say that. I mean, I did, but I'm not saying that that's my answer. Okay. I don't know. Surprisingly, for how I don't know if I can call myself a messy person, but I've never been like a super clean person. Plus the fact that I have ADHD, I don't really lose things. I lose things very rarely, which partially might be because I am very aware of where everything that I have is. So, for example, if I'm leaving the house, I will check if I have my keys on me multiple times while I'm gone, even if I'm not like even opening the part of my backpack that my keys are in. I will be checking for them multiple times. But on the other hand, I have lost something recently, and that is my clock clip. I had two identical clock clips, and I only have one of them now, and I have no idea where is the other one. And I'm kind of sad because they were my favorite claw clips. I still have one, so like I can use it, but I just wish I had both. You know, what if I lose that one or if I break it? What's a purchase that almost everyone regrets at some point? Ooh, I don't know. The only purchase I regret is buying expensive shoes to match my outfit that I bought for one party because I wanted to look good on that party, and nobody even fucking noticed. And I don't really wear those shoes because they're pink. Yeah, although they are leather and I do have black leather paint, and there is like a big part of me that wants to paint those shoes, but I am just kind of stressed out to do that. I'm worried that I'm gonna ruin the shoes, which probably I shouldn't worry about that because, well, I'm not wearing them at all. So worst thing that can happen is that I'm not gonna wear them still. But I do still feel like if I don't paint them, it's something that I could do and I could wear them. And if I do it and I ruin them, well, then there's no going back, you know? I don't know, maybe that's gonna be a stream at some point. Me dying. Also, what happened here? How did I manage to leave that big of an end? I don't know. So yeah, that's my worst purchase. I don't know what other people have regrets on. Is there anything else that I have regrets on? I don't know. I don't think so. What's the funniest excuse you've ever had? I have been a good child and a teenager, and I was trying to do everything good, so I didn't really have excuses or anything. I didn't do like a dog ate my homework or anything like that. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't really have a story like that, I don't think. Okay, how much time do we have? 1 minute and 13 seconds. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do anything else in this time. Yeah, I'm not even gonna pick anything out. I'm not gonna do anything else. Okay, I think a cat bed is another thing that if I get it, I can choose what I want to make the same way weathers are. Just to not repeat anything in one stream. Okay, let's choose another thing. Yeah, I was wondering if because I really want to do the shrug. I want to finish it. But there's like, what, 1/3 that I'm gonna get the shrug. Because weathers, carpet, and shrug are all gonna end up in me making the shrug. But I don't want to do Grey Dino or Legend of Zelda. Yeah, I don't. Yes, let's get a little bit more. Okay, but that's also, wait, time. I forgot about the time. Okay, 16 minutes. Okay, this is actually something that I do like. Oh, also, I didn't show you. I got flowers from my boyfriend. I forgot about them. Look how pretty they are. Aren't they so pretty? But I have no idea how to take care of them because they're like in the box, and the person who sold the flowers told my boyfriend that I just should put a shot glass of water in them. But like, I don't know if I should do it once every day or however long, and they are starting to die already. And I've had them for like 2 days, I think. Something, I don't know. Also, I'm not very good with flowers, and I feel like they always die. And that's the main reason why I don't really like getting flowers. Because I don't know, it feels bad. Like, flowers are expensive and then they die after 3 days. Unfortunately, I don't remember how many flowers I have to make for said gift for her. But I guess we're just gonna make them however many we can. Was it 16 minutes? Don't remember. I'm also making her a fairy lights, not a. I'm also making her fairy lights, but this is how many lights she's gonna get. 100, which means that I had to make 300 flowers. And thankfully, I'm close to finishing them. Yeah, she also has a remote to the lights, but also gluing them on, that's gonna be so bad to also not tangle them at all. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but thankfully I am still at the part where I am crocheting the flowers and not gluing them, so at least that's that. Okay, let's do the 16 minutes. Okay. I'm just making the same small flowers that I did when I was making this fairy lights, those fairy lights. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can make like at least 5 of them in the 16 minutes. What's something that looks easy until you try it? Knitting. I wish I could knit, but also from what I'm hearing, it's slower than crocheting, and like I feel like I like don't get me wrong, I love crocheting, but there is a reason why I don't like really big crochet projects, because they're like too slow for me. So I don't think I can pick up anything that is slower than crochet. And I'm pretty sure I've told you about this before, but out of crochet, Tunisian crochet, and knitting, crochet is the fastest one. So I don't think that me and the other two are gonna like each other at any point. But I would like to just have the ability to crochet, not to crochet, to knit. But I do have an idea of something that I could both knit and Tunisian crochet that would make me learn these two crafts. And I'm definitely gonna do it on stream, but it's an idea for a lot later. So I'm not gonna spoil you what it's gonna be just yet. But it will be on stream, so you know, if you're following, you're not gonna miss it. What's the most random thing in your room right now? Probably that wallpaper that is not on the wall. Oh, I have coconut shells. What else is random in my room? I'm guessing those two things, probably. What's a word that sounds funny for no reason? Ooh, funny. I don't know. Not a single word is coming to my head right now that I have to answer that question. I don't know. It's kind of funny to me that a lot of people just don't like the word moist, and for me, it doesn't do anything. So maybe that. What's something that instantly makes you think this person is brave? Ooh. Oh, you said the word moist. Why so many people don't like it? Is this the way it sounds? I'm wondering if we have words like that in Polish. Also, hello, Tina. Also, mochi, I should say. So mochi, I went on a rant about mochis before, but I will go on another rant. Mochi, I don't like mochis, but mochi just gives me a vibe. For me, it's I just have a dirty mind, and moist is the word that gives you dirty mind. I can understand wet, but moist, no, I don't accept it. I thought most people are like disgusted by it. Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad to make you laugh. Okay, but about mochis. Mochis just give me a vibe of something that I should like, but I don't. But I would like to like it. So from time to time, I give it a try. And I bought this one, which is like a mango mochi. I don't know if that's an international brand or not, but quite liked it. Like, not loved it, but I ate it in one sitting, both of them, because there are like two balls, and I could eat them again. I see myself buying it from time to time, like specifically from this brand, I think. I'm sad you don't like mochis. I'm also sad about it. Cute. Isn't it cute? Right? Proud of you. Thank you. So yeah, I think my problem is with the dough, and I think my problem is that it has like this bitterness and starchiness, which I know that it's made out of rice flour, so it probably should have the starchiness, but I just don't like that starchiness in it. I would prefer to not taste it. But still, I'm not gonna like do a final verdict on mochis until I try like real mochis. The texture differs for people, I get it. I don't think I mind the texture. The texture is cool. Maybe not counting the fact that it's sticking to my mouth. I don't like when something is sticking, but the flavor, specifically of the dough, is my problem. Oh, and also those were maybe that's the reason. Those were the first mochis that I've tried with ice cream and not just some kind of filling. But also, how are you, Tina? How was your weekend? I I've been talking about it throughout the whole stream, but I'm biased. Are you biased because of your name, or do you have that name because you're biased? I'm good. How are you? I'm good. I'm stressed kind of because we have a big thing in like less than 2 weeks, and I mean we are not ready for it. I do think that we can get ready in those less than 2 weeks, but it still stresses me out. And also it is taking all of my time. Like I always had Mondays and Thursdays just for myself to do the streaming stuff and then stream. And for this week and the next week, I decided that I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna take the evenings to stream, but in the mornings I am also working just so we can mm, do the things that we have to do. So yeah, I cannot wait for the 22nd. That's when everything's gonna be behind us. Because we not only have a like one big thing, but we also have another big thing the day after it. But for the second one, we don't have to like prepare that many things. Yeah. So at least that. Also, I just realized that we forgot to do something that we were supposed to do. And so I'm gonna message my boyfriend so we don't forget it again. Excuse me for a second. Okay, we gotta do it tomorrow. So yeah, my life is work now and tangled yarn, I guess. Yeah, and that's a reason why I don't have a lot of things to talk about on stream, because I'm really talking about my work stuff on here. Okay, let me just like untangle all of it. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna make 5 flowers how I want it. You can just be here and this is enough. I mean, I don't know if you guys would like to sit on the stream if I wasn't talking anything. That would be kind of awkward, wouldn't it? But it's nice that you say it. I do have my trusty questions that I answer whenever I don't have anything to say. Feel free to answer them with me if you'd like. I don't know, where's the one that I... Oh, what's the word that sounds funny for no reason? Do you, Tina, have a word that sounds funny for no reason outside of moist? Also, I think the word moist just reminds me of Moist Critical or Penguins, and that made me like unsensitive for it. I don't think I have a word. Okay. Where was I? Was a trend that disappeared surprisingly fast. Oh, I don't know. The only trends that I can remember from like the past year or so were Labubus and Dubai chocolate, and both of them I don't think disappeared fast enough. I don't think I am knowledgeable in trends enough to answer this question properly. What's something that always sounds like a good idea at 2 a.m.? Well, that depends on the state of soberness that you're in. If you're sober, sleep sounds really good. Also, for some reason, food. I don't know why, but food in the middle of the night just tastes so much better. And if you're drunk, basically any stupid idea sounds good at 2 a.m. I'm almost done with the 3rd flower. There we go. I think we can get one more in the 3 minutes. Okay, I got a message back from my boyfriend. What's a talent that would be completely useless in an apocalypse? Baking. Because I don't think you would be able to access an oven. Gaming, unless you were playing survival games, then I guess that would be kind of useful if they were realistic. I think crochet would be kind of useful. I could make anything if I just found a long enough string of any fabric or yarn or anything that I would be able to crochet with. What other hobbies are there? I don't know, I feel like a lot of them would be useless, like any makeup stuff, nail stuff. Unless you could make up like do your makeup and make yourself look like a zombie, and then zombies wouldn't attack you. Although I'm not sure they are attacking based on your looks, right? I don't know. If I'm thinking about zombies, I'm thinking that they are attacking based on the smell. But I'm not really a zombie connoisseur, so might be wrong. What's the funniest thing to witness when it happens to someone else? Falling down. Basically, almost anything happening. I'll just be lurking, by the way, but don't feel like you have to yap, just do you. Okay, thank you for lurking. I do feel quite awkward if I'm not yapping, so the questions are helpful here. Also, I do think that we will be finishing soon, but I would like to show you the shrug. And then some. I'm thinking I'll show you the shrug. Oh, shit! I like pinched myself. I'll show you the shrug, and then I think I'm gonna finish. I don't have much energy. I really hope my energy comes back after the big things. I have made 4 flowers. Do I have enough for another one? Let me see. Oh, barely, but I should. So I'm gonna keep that. That goes in there. Okay, I'm gonna take off my headphones. Where's my shrug? There's my shrug. I made such a big mess taking everything out of the box that I have everything in. Where's the yarn? There we go. This is the shrug that I said that I'm making with mohair yarn. Okay, I'm gonna clip you out. I don't know how well you'll hear me. Okay, you are hearing me. I do have to take this guy. Which one is done? This one is done. I do have one problem with this shrug, which I'm gonna show you in just a sec. Okay, this is what it looks like, cute and everything. The problem is, so I made a cuff at the end of it, which is exactly what I wanted, like a very puffy sleeve turning into a cuff. But when I put my hand down, the cuff is being covered, and like this is the vibe that we're going for. And maybe not the one that we're going for, but this is the vibe that we have, which is not exactly what I wanted. I kind of wanted it to look more like this. And you might be thinking, well, I should have made the sleeves longer. Yes, but I also I wanted to be able to do this because my hands get cold often. So I did it long intentionally, but I just thought the yarn would be a bit stiffer, and it's not. So I guess lesson learned. I will choose stiffer yarn next time. I don't think right now I can do anything with it outside of frogging everything, which I'm not gonna do. But yeah, and I just need to do the cuff on the other side and I'll be done. So I think I'm gonna get into this after I'm done with the stream. because I really want to finish it today. Mainly so that I can have motivation to do other things, because so far this one was like my favorite project that I wanted to finish. So now that I will be done with it, well, my brain will have to choose another favorite, which I'm guessing is gonna be the carpet or all the fairy lights. It might be all the fairy lights, to be completely honest with you. Let's put this guy in. Why am I not seeing what I want to be seeing? Okay. And that's gonna be it for today. On Thursday, I will be playing some more Graveyard Keeper. I'm very excited for that. As I have already told you, I am very much enjoying the game, so we will be playing that. And next Monday, I think we will have another crochet roulette, just like today. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see what I'm feeling like. Maybe I will confirm or deny on Thursday, or maybe you will get a surprise and you will know on Monday when I start the stream. But yeah, Thursday, 5 p.m. CT, Graveyard Keeper. And for now, remember to drink water, eat, take your medication if you need to, go stretch, go touch some grass, and I will see you all on Thursday. Goodbye. Take care, Tina. Bye.